Hi everybody, Shannon and Karen with Wandering Out Yonder. Today we are at Tuzigoot National Monument. These are some of the dwellings of the folks that lived here many years ago. Kind of on top of a ridge here. Pretty valley below. I've seen these all across the Southwest. El Morro, very similar, up on top of a, I guess it's not a mountain, but it is like a mesa or a ridge like this. And they built these large communities that they've been excavating. There's a dwelling at the very top. So after calling Tuzigoot home for centuries, shifting circumstances heralded a change for the people of the Verde Valley. Tuzigoot and other pueblos throughout the Verde Valley were occupied for hundreds of years, longer than the United States has been a country. They had thrived and prospered, but in the late 1300s, the people began to leave. Okay, get some more of the ruins. According to the Hopi, the Verde Valley was never intended to be a permanent home. Instead, it was one stop in a much larger migration. Eventually, the time came for that migration to continue. It is possible that changing weather patterns, crop failures, or a breakdown of ancient trade relationships were signals it was time to move on. They did not leave all at once, and some stayed behind. The Zuni tell us those who could not travel remained here. The Yavapai say their ancestors left the pueblos and farms for a more mobile lifestyle of hunting and gathering. So you do get to come inside these. They are so cool. We noticed today there was some snow coming down. You can see the dusting of snow up on the mountains up here. This is just a beautiful area. Today's preservation efforts strive to protect structures without altering original construction methods or materials. Soil-based mortars allow walls to breathe and moisture to escape. However, they also erode readily and require periodic reapplication. This site requires constant maintenance, so they did have to do some restoration work here so that you could come and visit the site and have an idea of how these people lived in these communities, and they have started using early preservation efforts to restore some of the areas in the site. But it's really cool to see how these communities were built up and how these people may have lived back then. And I think if this is anything like what we saw in, I believe, El Malpai, in El Morro, Had roofs. They had tops over these, and then they had ladders that would go down through the roof, through a hole in the ceiling in the roof. So thanks for joining us today, and we will see you next time.